Hey guys, Dead by Dawn at 3 here, and today I'm going to be reviewing a movie that I watch every year during Halloween. It's a really great Halloween movie. It's got a good October feel, and it is The Midnight Hour. Um, this is the Anchor Bay Red Clamshell Collector's Edition clamshell, which is really cool. The only thing is my little cousin wrote over it with a black permanent marker, but yeah, anyway. Let me go ahead and pull out the cover. Show you guys the inside artwork right there. Yeah. And now let me go ahead and get into what the movie's about. Basically, the movie is set in a small town, and it's like one of those really good really good small towns where everybody knows each other. You know, everyone's kind of each other, and you know. There's a lot of really great scenes at the beginning of it where you actually see, people walking out of their houses and waving to each other and things like that. It's a really good down-home feel kind of neighborhood, And it's also one of those places where everyone decorates for Halloween. Like, the moment you see, like, at one point at the barber shop, you see like a witch, like a fake witch sitting on top of a bike, and it's really good hometown feel. The film is set in I think it's set in the 60s, I believe. But basically the film follows a group of high school students, and they're friends, and they're getting ready for to go for a Halloween party. And well, the last day of school before on Halloween, one of the main character of the film, Phil, who is kind of a nerdy character, he kind of reminds me of me a lot, he wears glasses, he wears these big, thick, black ones. He's not very good with girls. He keeps trying to ask this girl out. This girl named Mary, and she just keeps ignoring him and stuff. But anyway, he does a presentation in class about the history of Halloween, and he starts talking about how that the town that they grew up in, Pitchford, was originally run by these ghouls and demons brought out by this woman named Lucinda. And Lucinda is actually the ancestor of one of the girls in the movie named Melinda. And and he's telling him about it, how he also had an ancestor, and his ancestor was supposed to be the guy that he was the guy that lured all the ghouls back in. While he's talking about him, he also starts talking about how that all the everything that was on them, like the clothes and everything they wore, was now at the local museum. So one of his friends, who's a jock, like a jock football type guy, is like, "Hey, I got a good idea." So he thinks of a good idea that they go into the museum and steal the costumes for the party that they're going to. And so while they're looking around, and of course we're taking all the oh, by the way, the girl's name is Melissa, is what I meant to say, Melissa. Anyway, and they take all the clothes off the mannequins and things like that. Well, while they're in there, they also run down into the basement where the guy Vinny, who I don't know if anyone's ever watched the show Reading Rainbow as a kid. It's that guy. I can't remember his name in real life, but he plays the guy named Vinny in this movie, and he discovers a trunk full of old stuff from Phil's ancestor. His last name is Grindle, and he finds they end up finding a ring and a partridge. And basically, the partridge are basically the ritual writings, or like the spells to bring the dead back to life. And so they drive over to a cemetery to try the costume zombies. They end up, as you know, they stole them. And basically, the girl Melissa, who is the ancestor of the woman that brought the zombies and things back before, reads the partridge, and of course it unleashes zombies and onto the town. You know, this is a really, really good, fun movie. This is not a horror movie. Well, it kind of is. It's of course a horror film based, but it's really a good, fun movie to watch during Halloween in October. You know, there's a lot of really cool, there's a lot of good moments in it. One thing, there's the main character of the film, Phil, and there's this other girl named Sandy, and she died recently. And basically, she comes back, and she's the only character in the movie that's not like a full zombie. You know, there's the woman that Lucinda that did all of it. But there's some good scenes. Like at one point, there's a scene where all the zombies are during the party. Almost everybody's dead, so during the party, they all get together and they start dancing to a song called "I'm Dead." It's really cool. And it's got a really good 60s vibe. There's a lot of good 60s music in it. There's one song, like Little Red Riding Hood, which has been played in commercials I've seen recently, and it's it's got a lot of good songs. And one other cool thing is that it actually got the voice of Wolfman Jack in it, who has for people that who were born in the 60s knows that he was a radio personality. For those of us who weren't born in the 60s, you'll also know him from American Graffiti. He was the guy that Richard Dreyfuss' character comes to the radio and sees, but it's really cool because he's like talking to it. Their thing. Another cool thing is the dad from that 70s show, Fred, is in the movie, and I did not realize it was him until I just finished watching the movie just recently. But it's really good. There aren't any bloody scenes or anything like that. It's not like that. There's one scene where a guy gets attacked by a werewolf type creature, but that wasn't no blood in it. There is actually one really cool death scene where the girl who's the ancestor of the woman that did this before, Melinda, she's down. Lucinda, she's down in the wine cellar, and there's a scene where Lucinda comes up behind her and grabs her, and the music is playing, and you don't hear her screaming or anything. You just hear the music in the background, and then all the wine bottles, the tops of the wine bottles shoot out from it, and you see you just see the wine going everywhere. It looks like blood everywhere, and it's a really cool, effective scene. And I really liked that scene. It was really unique in a way, you know. But like I said, this is not, if you're a fan of just fun, funny zombie flicks, then this is definitely one to check out. You know, like I said, not a true horror film. On the back of the box, it says that it's like a good family film. I wouldn't say that because it's got some content you wouldn't show for family. But this is really like if you have like a young kid that wants to get into horror movies, this would be a good movie to show them first because it's really not scary. It's really a good film, and I'd recommend it. And there's, like I said, a lot of good 60s elements. Like I said, the girl Sandy who came back at one point. She's talking about she wants to go to the malt shop, and Phil, he doesn't know what she's talking about, and he ends up dancing with her to some good 60s music. There's some good 60s music in this. I think it's 60s. Yeah, it's 60s music. But yeah, like I said, good fun horror. Well, not horror film, but good fun movie. Recommend you guys check it out. But anyway, yeah. So anyway, guys, that was my review for The Midnight Hour. Hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.